Hello, Blue Streak family, and welcome to this presentation. This is the 2020-2021 Winter Sports Banquet presentation for girls varsity basketball. I am Coach Kuntz, Richard Kuntz, and I am the varsity head coach. We have the pleasure of coaching our young ladies at the varsity level, and my assistants at the varsity level are Martell Brown and Cole Prophet. So this is coming to all of us, to all of you. I'd like to start out, first of all, by saying we had an excellent year. You know, we always can strive to do better, but I think at the end of the season, if you can look back and you see the growth that you've potentially had, then it's a good thing. We started out with a bang. We were at one point 10-2 on the season, and then we lost to Bellevue, which that was our goal to be first in the conference, and we ended up second in the conference. So that's another good thing. When we lost to Bellevue, that took us to first we beat Perkins, and then we were 11-3 was the last game we won against Perkins. Then we had three more games, regular season games, to play, and we dropped the last four games, including our tournament game. But I mean, I think the young ladies did an excellent job. We played Bellevue two very, very close games, and I believe we played those games very close because our young ladies believed that they were a better team. And even though we fell short, I believe you're a better team. And my hat's off to all of the young ladies and how they competed in both of those games. We lost one game by 3, and we lost the other by 4 or 5 points, I believe. So let's get started. No more further delays for us. I want to be able to wrap this up and give our accolades to the young ladies who so well deserve these accolades. First up, I want to start with those who actually were brought up from JV to work with us in practice, and one young lady who actually had enough time to warrant getting a varsity letter. Another young lady didn't get time with us, but I believe that she could be a really good player if she puts in that work in the off season, and that is Skylar Havens. Skylar, I just wanted to take time to thank you for being there for us and participating in basketball this year and practicing with the varsity players. Get that off-season work starting in April. Continue on at least a couple times a week in April and then June from July. If you can do that, I think you'll make some tremendous strides in terms of your skill development and your basketball IQ. But thank you, Skylar. You will be awarded a varsity certificate. And if you strive and you continue to work hard, I believe next year you will earn your first varsity letter. Skylar's a sophomore, and so she has a couple more years in our program. Thank you very, very much, Skylar. Next up, we have Emery Morgan. Emery Morgan did a tremendous job with the JV team, as did Skylar, and I failed to mention that. Emery was the leading scorer for the JV team, and she carried them to quite a few victories before we moved her up to varsity full time. Emery, thank you for everything that you did and the hard work that you contributed to the program and the varsity team. We really needed you at that level to practice with us and to also help develop your skill level by practicing with us as well. So I wanted to say congratulations. You will be earning your first year varsity letter. Thank you, Emery. Our 2-year letter recipients, I'd like to get my 2-year letter recipients the accolades they so deserve. First up, we have Devorian Page. Devorion's nickname is Bird. Devorian, you have earned your 2nd-year letter as a varsity player for the Sandusky Blue Streaks. You have come a long way with regard to your skill development, and I'm looking forward to working with you in the spring and in the summer. Please, I encourage you, Bird, Do everything you can with the time that you have, at least 2 or 3 weeks for about an hour, hour and a half, to work with me or work with my assistant coaches to develop your skill level. If you can do that, you will make some tremendous gains in your development as a player. So, congratulations again for your second year varsity letter. We also have Maisia Matthews. Maisia, great job this year. Defensively, you were our best defender, on ball defender. Our best on ball defender. Now, if we can work on your skills and work on your IQ as it relates to off the ball, being the off the ball defender, right? Being in help side, being able to anticipate when a pass is being thrown in your direction so you know where it is, where it's going, and you can take it to the house. You can step in, steal that, and take it to the house. But you were definitely our best on ball defender, and I want to thank you. Thank you for deciding to participate and be a member of our team once again this year. So, congratulations. You have earned your second year varsity letter as well. I appreciated all the hard work that you contributed to the program. I will move on to our third year recipients, our third year varsity letter recipients. Those awards go to Quincy Burchett, who plays guard for us, and Amaya Sturdivant. These are two players. They're both juniors right now. They've had 3 years of varsity experience since their freshman year. Freshman, sophomore, and junior years, they've played varsity basketball. Amaya, you did an excellent job. I thought that there was a little drop off in not necessarily in your game, but what happens is when you're not as focused as you need to be, when you have other things going on that are detracting from what's ahead of you, that happens. Your game will fall off. Other aspects of your life will appear to be not as organized as before. There are just some things you have to learn as it relates to taking care of business, right? And also learning how to stay calm and cool and collected. Once you learn that, I believe you will make some tremendous gains, not just with basketball, but anything you choose to do in life. You have to learn how to manage your time. You have to learn how not to take things so personally. It's okay to be serious, but don't take everything so personally. And take a look around you. When other players are being given instruction and direction, right? Watch how they handle it, right? I know often you'll hear that, try not to make comparisons, but that's what we do as human beings. You try to compare a behavior that you believe should be emulated or modeled, and you try your best to follow it. If you're exhibiting behavior that's not indicative of the kind of behavior that, especially our little girls who are watching you, then you need to check yourself and do something about that. But overall, you contributed to the program. You really did an excellent job, and especially a few of those games where you were the lead scorer for a couple of the games that we had, and you helped carry some of the weight off of Bunny's shoulders. So thank you. We really appreciate the hard work. Quincy, your third year varsity letter, I wanted to say thank you, and I wanted to make sure that you understand the pivotal role that you played this year. You are our best ball handler, so we will need you to continue in that role. We need you to actually step up and learn how to be more of a floor general. Learn how to see the open player on your team and to drop that pass to the open player much sooner. Sometimes it's just a matter of your timing. So you have to work on those things in the off season, right? So we'll be there to continue to help you work on those skills and work on those attributes that we think will help make you a well-rounded player. But we really appreciate your contribution to the Sandusky girls varsity basketball team. Once again, thank you, Amaya, and thank you, Quincy. Last but not least, we will announce our senior awards. Our senior awards. This was a pretty heavy class in terms of seniors. We had 5 seniors that finished the year. One of those seniors didn't have the opportunity to play. But she came out, she supported her team, and for that, Michaela Kelly, I say thank you. There are a lot of young ladies and young men who play a sport, and if they're hurt, they won't be there to support their teammates. But you absolutely were there the entire time throughout the season. I know you had some physical therapy that you had to do, so you couldn't be at all the practices, and sometimes you had to work at home, completing your school assignments. And when you had those kinds of days, I didn't expect you to be at practice, but you would let me know when you could be there and when you couldn't, and you made it to most of the games that were played. We really appreciate your contribution. We really appreciate your efforts to encourage your team. So thank you, Michaela Kelly. I'm sorry, I'm talking a little bit too fast. It has been a pleasure to coach you for the past 4 years, and I know you'll do some phenomenal things in life. So you will be awarded your senior plaque, and if you ever need me for anything once you graduate, you can feel free to contact me. You'll always be family. Next up, we have Candice Henson. Candice, this is your second year letter, and I failed to say that when I was talking about the others who received their second year letter, but I saved you for the senior group, right? So I wanted to make sure that we talk about that. This is your second year of being awarded a varsity letter. Last year you came through and you played just enough time to be able to earn that letter, and you also continued to practice with us, though you were primarily a JV player. You came to practice, you worked hard, and you were there for us in that tournament. So you earned your varsity letter that last year and again this year. Thank you for everything that you've done to stay involved, to stay committed to be a team player. We really appreciate you, Candice. All right. Shantea Cahy Beckham. Shantea, thank you for deciding to come out. I know that you didn't really see much time, but there were games that you had the opportunity to play. You got to play and start on our senior night. You also started on the very last game, the very last regular season game on our home court. And we really appreciate the hard work and the effort that you put in this year. Thank you for sticking with the program for 4 years. I always say that the young ladies who stay with the program, it says something about you. It says that you're resilient. It says that you have tenacity, and you just persevere. And you persevere, Shantae. Thank you for deciding to stay with the program and be a part of the family, the Sandusky Blue Street girls basketball family. Thanks again. We'll move on to Janice Lee. We call her Nisi. Nisi, you have come a long way. And I wanted to say I am very, very proud of the steps you've made to mature, the steps you've made to be a good teammate, and the steps you made to just persevere and to fight through when things didn't look, they didn't look so good, or when there was adversity, or when there was a loss, or when there's negativity. You fought through. And I am really, really proud of the fact that you fought through and you continue to fight. You made second team conference this year, and you also were recognized as a second team all-district player in District 6. So you were second team all-SBC for the Lake Division, and you were second team District 6 all-division player as well. So you made it. You did the best you could with the time that you've been given, and you were recognized for that. I also like the fact that you, based upon what you told me, that you're deciding to play some college ball at a JUCO, Terra State Community College. I think that's excellent that you decided to do that. And I think that will be another step in this process that allows you to develop as a young lady. And I think it will be a benefit to you to do just that. So I'm proud of you, and I know some good things will come your way if you continue to strive for the best. Thank you, Nisi. Last but not least, we have Deshanti Miller. Of course, we call her Bunny. Bunny, what can I say? You have surpassed probably all of the expectations that anybody could have for you. And when we had our conversation right after your seventh grade year, I saw something in you. I mean, and I saw number one that you wanted to be on that court. You wanted to be on the hardwood playing that game. And I really challenged you. And what I'll say is that you stepped up to the challenge. You really did. You stepped up to the challenge in a way that I haven't seen anybody step up to the challenge with regard to boys or girls. And this is in relationship to how you played as a seventh grader, your first year of basketball, and the road you had to travel to make it from there to where you are today. You have defied all the odds. And so I am very, very proud of you. And for the accolades, and I'll read a few of those accolades. We came up with an award because of your work ethic, and that award is Miss Double Trouble. You've been Miss Double Trouble really for the last 3 years, but we didn't name an award after you until last year. You were the Miss Double Trouble awardee this year as well, so you made that in 2020, and you were awarded Miss Double Trouble in 2021. Why? Because you averaged a double-double in points and in rebounding. This year, you were also voted Player of the Year for District 6, All-District First Team. You were All-SBC Lake Division First Team. You also were the All-District 6 Player of the Year last year. That's a phenomenal accomplishment. And you also were First Team All-SBC Lake Division Player last year. You made that team last year. You've been selected for the NOC All-Star Game this year. You are an alternate for the North-South All-Star Game, which is the best in the state. So you have knocked down so many barriers and just basically done a phenomenal job of working on your skill development, maturing as a young lady. Remember, I told you that would be something that you needed to work on, right? That would be one of your struggles, to just learn how to take things in stride, to calm down, conduct yourself as a young lady. Don't let tears fall and your face get twisted up when you're feeling a certain way on the basketball court. Just keep working hard, and you did that. So my hat's off to you. You're phenomenal in terms of your work ethic, but not only just your work ethic, the kind of player that I love to coach. And I think my assistant coaches would agree. Your sophomore year, you were all SBC honorable mention. And in your sophomore year, you also could have been awarded Miss Double Trouble because you averaged a double-double that year. You've been playing ball since your freshman year, and it paid off. So with that said, I just want to say congratulations to you. I wish you the very best. I know that you're trying to decide whether or not you will attend Terra State Community College, which is about 30 minutes from here, or whether or not you will attend the Division II Central State University, an HBCU. I think either place you decide to attend will be a good move for you. Difference in competition level, of course. Much stiffer competition at the Division II Central State University, but you can develop and grow at Terra State Community College as well. So with that said, phenomenal job. Now I wanted to take this time just to say to all of my young ladies, from my coaches and I, we really, really love you. We really appreciated our time working with you, and you had a great season. We ended up 11-7, a winning record, and we ended up second in our conference, which is the best place that we've ever landed in our 8 years. And it's probably the best place that we've landed in 31 years. I don't think another girls basketball team has ended up second place in the conference in at least that time. So with that said, I wish you the very best. Take care of yourselves and stay healthy. From your Coach Coombs. Love you. Goodbye.
Hello, my name is Kara Kurum. I'm the JV basketball coach. I'm so proud of you girls for completing this basketball season during these trying times. With COVID and you guys going to school virtual, it's very difficult for someone to remain focused, successful in the classroom, and compete at a high level. So just by doing that, please give yourself a pat on the back. I want to congratulate everyone on their hard work, commitment, and drive. We ended the season 5-6. 2 of our JV girls moved up to varsity, and we pulled a handful of freshmen onto the JV squad. I'm so proud of every single one of you on your hard work, and it's just great that we were able to blend together and become successful. I'm super proud of you. Hope to see you guys in the summer, and good luck.
Hello, my name is Coach B, and I would like to thank the entire freshman basketball team for this great 2021 season. Thank you to Zion Sanders, Nyana Millie Larkins, Kat Grant, Rain Rice, Isiana Redding, Michaela Clark, and Davaria Core. Nice job, ladies, and I can't wait for next season.